Okay, so this is one last example on um, Doppler's effect. So we have this train which is running on the track with a velocity of v, and it is producing a sound wave because it's moving on a track, a frequency f. And this is a car which is moving towards the train at a velocity of 20 meters per second. And while this is happening, that the train is moving towards the car, the passengers in the car observe a frequency of 400 hertz coming towards them. So this frequency, which is f emitted by the train, is observed as 400 hertz by the train passengers. When this train passes away, means crosses the car, something like this, then still the train is producing frequency f, but the car now observes this frequency at 200 hertz. So the question is, well, let's make it 300 hertz. 300 hertz. So the question is, what is v and what is f? So how should we solve this? Now we know the regular formula, that observed frequency, or let's put it just f observed, is equal to v plus minus v naught divided by, v naught is v observer, v minus plus v source multiplied by f. Okay, so for the first case, both the train and the car are increasing their relative velocity because the train is moving towards the car and car is moving towards the train. So f observed will be 330 meters per second, because we sort of already assumed that velocity of sound is 330 meters per second. You will usually be given this value in your problem. Well, let's assume it's 330 meters per second, plus v observer, which is 20, divided by 330 minus v source. Now we do not know the velocity of source, which is this, v source. So this is the first equation. The observed frequency has been given to be 400. So we know 400 times f equals 350 f divided by 330 minus v source. Similarly, we can set the second equation, which says 300 equals 330 minus 20 divided by 330 plus vs times f, and this is nothing but 310 f divided by 330 minus plus actually vs. This is 300. Okay, so we have the second equation and we can solve it. From here we see 330 minus vs equals 35 divided by 40 f, and 330 plus vs equals 31 divided by 30 f. Now you can add these two to get 660 equals 35 over 40 plus 31 over 30 f. and that gives you the velocity of frequency. You see, just add them up, divide 660 by that, and you get the frequency. Once you have the frequency, you can also find the velocity, where velocity is here. Just put the value of frequency here, and that gives the velocity. So that's how we get our Vs and F.